Okay, let's talk about AI governance. For a lot of organizations, it feels like just another box to check, right? More compliance paperwork. But what if I told you the smartest companies out there are treating it as their secret weapon? We're going to break down how to flip the script on governance to use it to innovate faster, build rock-solid trust, and actually lead the pack in the age of AI.
So this is really the big question, isn't it? The one that comes up in every strategy meeting. There's this massive fear that governance is just a big brake pedal on innovation, that it's going to slow everything to a crawl. But what if that whole way of thinking is just wrong? What if governance is actually the key to hitting the accelerator?
And this really gets to the heart of it. Let's bust some myths. The old thinking was that governance slows innovation. It adds friction, and it's just this heavy burden you have to carry. But the reality? It's the complete opposite. Good governance accelerates innovation. How? Well, by removing uncertainty, it gives your teams the confidence to move fast. It's not about adding friction, it's about paving a clear, safe road so they can build. That burden, it actually becomes a powerful capability.
So, how do you actually make this happen? How do you transform governance from something people dread into something that gives you an edge? It really comes down to making 3 fundamental shifts in how you approach the whole thing. Let's dig into them.
Okay, shift number 1 is moving from a world of rigid, prescriptive rules to one guided by clear principles. Think about it. A thick rulebook is slow, it's brittle, it breaks the second you encounter something new. Principles, on the other hand, are flexible. They empower your teams to make smart, consistent decisions on the fly without having to stop and look up a rule for every single move they make.
Now for the second shift, and you'll see how these build on each other. This is about changing the entire mindset of your governance team, from one of control to one of enablement. Instead of being a gatekeeper whose job is to say no, governance becomes a support system that provides guardrails. It's not about blocking teams, it's about giving them a safe track to run on, so they can innovate and experiment without worrying about flying off a cliff. In this final shift, it might just be the most powerful one of all. It's moving beyond thinking of governance as simple compliance, and instead seeing it as a way to build trust. In this new era of AI, trust is the ultimate currency. When your customers, your partners, and your own people trust you to do the right thing, that becomes a massive strategic asset. It's something that builds incredible loyalty and drives real growth. It is so much more than a checkbox. Now, the really crucial part here is that these 3 shifts don't just exist in a vacuum. They actually feed into one another, creating this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle. You can almost think of it as a flywheel.
And here's what that flywheel looks like in action. See, it all starts with those clear principles. Because you have those, you get simpler processes, which leads to faster approvals. When approvals are fast, your teams are unlocked to create more innovation. And as you innovate responsibly, you build deeper trust with everyone you work with. And that trust, it just reinforces the value of your principles, making the entire cycle spin faster and stronger. This is how governance stops being a brake and becomes a true engine for innovation.
You know, embracing this kind of model isn't just a good idea anymore. It's becoming flat-out urgent. The whole world of AI governance is about to change, and fast. So let's take a quick peek at the road ahead.
Just look at this timeline. By 2026, that's right around the corner, we're going to see standardized governance frameworks pop up, creating a common language for doing AI right. Then just 2 years after that, by 2028, automated monitoring will be everywhere, taking a ton of the grunt work out of compliance. And all of this leads up to 2030, where AI governance will be a top-line, board-level priority. The companies that are getting ready for this now are the ones who are going to lead the next decade.
So if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this quote right here. Good governance is not just about safety, it's about strategy. It perfectly captures this whole mind shift. This isn't a defensive move anymore. It's an offensive one. It's pure strategy, designed to help you move faster and build a stronger, more trusted company.
So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Take a good, honest look at your own organization. Right now, is your AI governance acting like a burden, just creating friction and slowing you down? Or are you actively building it to be your single biggest competitive advantage? Because that choice is going to define who wins in the age of AI.